Smara who have, come to share with us their experience. We would like also to greet our dear colleague Rachid Khoya, who couldn't attend. He had some, family problems. His mother is sick, so let's wish her a speedy recovery. Si Rachid Abouabdellah is also president of Smara Association of Teachers of English. Si Rachid, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Actually, I have learned a lot of things from the previous presentations and workshops about motivation, its importance, its types, okay? I've learned a lot of things. As you see, my presentation here is focusing on the use of ICT to help to motivate students learn, okay? Because classical ways of motivation are not that enough. Before I start my presentation, I have just here a short video of 42 seconds. Okay, let's just have a look at it. No.
Stop it.
Yes, stop it.
That's it.
Thank you, Chicago. Sounds good.
This is just a short.
Hey, man, put your bike up on the water bike. Hey, no. What the winner. Come on,
Okay, thank you. This is just a short video. Okay, just I wanted to just warm up. Okay, make it. It can help also with our students. Okay, I had a video here. Look, please, at this picture for a moment, for just 5 seconds. Okay, and I want you to discover the turning point of this person, of these students, from disappointment to success. Can you tell me, for example, what is here the turning point, okay, which made the whole situation change? First he said, I won't do it, I can't do it. He was there so disappointed here sitting down, I want to do it. So here, I want to do it, this is here the key, okay, yeah, the key stair, okay, which made the whole change. So when a student wants, they can, okay? There is, as the proverb says, if there is a well, there is a way. The student can discover his way to success. And so here, I want to do it. Then he moves. How do I do it? He has to discover different ways. I will try to do it. I can do it. I will do it. Yes, I did it. So here we have just to, if just we catch our students, okay, and with motivation, there will be a lot of success, a lot of learning later on. The rationale behind choosing this presentation is to motivate the already motivated students using ICT, because they are users of ICT, and they are more motivated to use ICT than us as teachers. So here, it's so crucial to use it, because It's their world. We are now dealing with the third generation. This is the outline of my presentation. Okay, the first point is the 21st century shifts in ICT in digital learning in general. Why ICT as a motivational tool in our classrooms, our schools, and 21st century students' needs. Concerning this point, okay, the first point in my presentation, there are so many shifts, especially from the 21st century to 20th century and to 21st century, okay? We have, with the rise of the 21st century, there are a lot of shifts happening. Okay, let's look at them. Shift is happening to human beings. Can you see this? Can you have a look at this? We have here ages, okay? Before we had Stone Age, true history, okay? Snow Age, Ice Age, etc. Now we are in the digital age. Either we want it or we regret it. We are in this age, okay? It is imposed on us. This is a kind of a digital divide, okay? So here, just to compare now in 21st century the usage of information technology and those who are not using. This is just it's a little bit, there is an exaggeration in it, but there is a kind of message there. Shift is happening to biology too. You can see before, okay, now with years after years, the digital gadgets are becoming smaller and smaller, and you can take it with you anywhere you want. So it makes learning more easier. Not like before, if you want to take your computer there, you need a car or I don't know, something it's too heavy. But now, just small gadgets, mini laptops, etc., and iPods, you can make a whole world. Shift is happening to literacy standards too. As you can see in the 19th century and 20th century too. You know, the main literacy standards is just to teach our students how to to read and write. Okay, just enumeration, just simple enumeration, and that's okay. So we say this is a good student. But now there is not literacy now. Reading and writing is not that enough. Now alphabets now taught to kids nowadays. If you can see now. Before they were A, B, C, D. Now A stands for Apple, B, Bluetooth, C, chat, D, download, etc. You see, this is the kind of literacy now students have in their own minds. So this is just this is one photo which is a little bit funny here. All teacher teaching her students Apple, and the student here he has an iPad, Apple, okay, chatting with it. So the teacher had a perception of Apple as an apple as a fruit. But the student here, Apple is that digital gadget he is using. You can see here that kind of digital divide I mentioned before. Shift is happening to English language pedagogy too. As you can see through time, you can see how change our classes are becoming now. We can see before just classical you can see before in 19th century, 20th century classes are becoming a little bit modern, but let's face this is how classes are becoming in many places and would become just in a few years. So we have to prepare ourselves for that change. At least if we don't have, because some teachers complain, they say, oh no, we don't need it, our classes are best. But first prepare yourself so that when change comes, I am ready for it. Now, as I was talking before, English language pedagogy, now there are no approaches, no methods, in learning with 21st century students. Now we talk about digital learning, mobile learning, blended learning now. This is another approach, new approach now, which is used with the 21st century students. Distance learning, flipped classrooms. Okay, if you have this idea, do you have this idea about flipped classrooms? Okay, flipped classrooms now, is that now teacher now, for example, you can teach in the classroom for students who have now access, okay, access in their homes there. They will continue, for example, you just show to students many things, then they go home, then they continue their learning. They continue there as an extension. The home is an extension of the classroom. It has its methods, it's a lot of things. So we have to be aware of it. So why ICT as a motivational tool in our classrooms? Why to use it with our students? With using ICT in our classrooms, we cater for the different students' learning styles. Now, with classical methods of we just deal with just students who are just good at reading and writing and a few skills. But now we have, if you are aware of multiple intelligence of Gardner, okay, students now we have different intelligences. Verbal, some students are musical, logical, spatial, etc. Okay? So here when we bring ICT, for example, students who have intelligence in music, when we bring music to the classroom, there is learning, we don't neglect them. It's not like if you have never brought music to classroom. Some students are logical, sometimes you have to bring, different intelligences are here. So with ICT, we provide that we guarantee more learning to different students with different intelligences, not just with one type of students, and neglect other students the whole year. ICT creates also low anxiety environment in classrooms. You can see, for example, if you bring about now a recorder, for example, with cassette to students, they are cheerful. Oh, we are going to have a song today. They are really prepared. Okay, this kind of motive. So it creates whatever you bring. For example, your laptop with data show. You can see that they know that there is change, and you can see they are smiling. Their face, their eyes are sparkling with motivation to learn. So here, when you have low anxiety, there is fun, of course. It's the fun in the classroom, to fun, and when it's fun and students are relaxed here, there are more learning results. This is by research. Okay, this is from my research. Digital immigrants, and now we talk about digital immigrants and digital natives. Do you have an idea about this, those two terms? Yes, that's okay. So we can describe ourselves as teachers, parents. We can as digital immigrants. Considering our students, they are digital natives. This is just a small definition. Okay, digital immigrants, you are a digital immigrant if you did not grow up with technology. We haven't grown up with technology since we were child, so we are just immigrants. With technology, are older than 30 and are often overwhelmed by the emerging nature of communication, the internet, and the speed at which everything is changing. So we are overwhelmed. Whenever we want to go to a computer, oh well, this may not work, and that's so we are just digital immigrants. Considering, I want to say we are digital immigrants. Considering digital natives, you are digital native if you grew up with digital technology, such as the internet, computer, mobile devices, and MP3s, generally comfortable. This is the key word here, we are comfortable. When we are comfortable with it, we use it as the kids now, and engaged with digital technologies and social networking, okay? So this is just a funny picture. Hi sweetie, how was school day? You can read all about it on my Facebook, Dad. So here, okay, the kids just okay. If you want to know about it, just go to Facebook and you will find everything about me, about my personality, about anything you want. I don't have time to discuss with you, so this is just a funny one. Yes, this is DCL. Do you know what does it stand for? This term. Okay, it's a new term now used, okay? It stands for digital second language. Digital second language. Babies now, the first language now they learn, of course, is their mother tongue. It's something normal. You need a mother tongue, okay? Then after this, what is the second language? The second is the language of technology. This is the second language they are learning now. So they master it. They are good masters of this language. Not like us. So there is a big challenge among us as digital immigrants. So here, this is also another push that should lead us to learn more about ICT and try to use it with our students. Our students and 21st century needs. And also because we are in the first 20th century now, more our students have different needs, not like the needs we had before, when technology was just taking little progress bit by bit. So here, are we preparing students for future jobs? Our schools prepare students who just memorize and consume information with no practical skills in everyday life. Just you have to consume a lot of information, then return back, spoon feed them, then you have exam, you have to give them back to me. What about some practical things in real life? Okay, schools don't offer about this. Students should be provided normally with skills that are required for the 21st century jobs. For example, now we still just I have applying for a job. For example, we teach our students you have to write, for example, a curriculum vitae now. But now there are more sophisticated ways for looking for a job. Okay, I have a video here. We talk about now digital, for example, CV. It's just a small video showing a student, for example, who is with his digital curriculum vitae.
আমার নাম আরমান জামিল আহমেদ, আমার বয়স 27, আমার ডেট অফ বার্থ 23/11/83, আমি বাংলাদেশি, আমার হাইট 5 feet 7 inch, আমার ওয়েট 65 kg। আমি এসএসসি পাস করেছি ঢাকা রেসিডেন্সিয়াল মডেল কলেজ থেকে 1999 সালে। এইচএসসি কমপ্লিট করেছি ঢাকা কমার্স কলেজ থেকে 2001-এ। এখন আমি স্টেজে এমবিএ করছি, আমার মেজর মার্কেটিং।
Etc. So here we can see this student, okay, is, for example, if you want to apply for a job, you get this, for example, for a boss of the company. Here it's convincing. You can see that this person is competent, not like breaking, for example, a paper and that's. So these are the challenges, okay, our education have now. To give students, the power and the skills, to compete with not changes of the 21st century. Our schools and critical thinking too. Our schools stimulate just the low critical thinking skills of students, which are just remembering and understanding, especially using classical methods. If you are okay here, Bloom's critical thinking. Okay, here standards. He talks about remembering, understanding, applying. What about applying our classrooms? What about analyzing, evaluating, creating? Okay, so here they are neglected. But with using ICT in our classrooms and beyond classrooms, here this is digital critical thinking. So when we use ICT with our students, we actually stimulate all the critical thinking aspects of the students, not just the lowest ones like reading and writing. So here we can see, for example, remembering. There are here, for example, here these icons stand for example, softwares, etc. Flickr, etc. Okay, we have Google, etc. So many softwares and many science students use there, and they apply all their critical thinking skills here. First, remembering, okay, understand, for example, going to Google, read, for example, through media, social media, apply, for example, in